Apparently he's getting gas. Thing is, guys, what I just heard was there was just a robbery at the sub store down the road. Apparently they're looking around for somebody that was involved in that, but this is probably nothing. I just saw him here, so I thought I'd turn it on and see what he was up to. I'm just getting gas. I'm on Cassopolis, public easement. Just looking to see what he's up to. Oh yeah, I'm good, John. I'm staying moving and I'm good. Hi, Wendy. Hi, John. I don't know if I missed anybody, but Wendy, I gotta figure out how to do mods and stuff. You are always the first person here. Always the first person. I need to figure out how to do mods and get a couple of you and Tammy and Roadhog and a couple of you on here. I don't seem to be having any problems yet, but I'd love, you know, for some people to have the ability to First Amendment Auditor, Second Son. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I caught your live stream earlier when you were getting kicked out of the building because you had the bike. That was I don't know. I mean, they should have, if it's a public building, they should have some bike racks there or something, but I don't know. This is two of Elkhart's finest here. Apparently just down the street, right about in here at the sub shop. I just stopped and talked to a couple of guys that were standing outside. There was an armed citizen and some employees that were just leaving, and they said they just had a robbery and they had a bunch of cops there, and the cops are running around out here looking for a suspect and stuff. So I thought I'd just look around a little bit and see what they're actually up to. The thing is, with these Elkhart cops, I think they know better at this point than to mess with my First Amendment rights. I think they understand, and they're not really camera shy. I think their issue is, well, they're just corrupt and they violate people's rights, and they don't seem to care if it's on camera or not. Hold on, guys. I gotta try to fix my chat to get it to scroll. Live chat. Let's see if that works. Yes, Second Son. They do. They seem to have gotten to the point where they just don't care about our rights anymore. And I understand, they deal with some bad people. I get that. But my issue is, you know what, you have to be nice, you have to be polite, you have to respect people's rights unless they give you a reason not to. But these guys, they just don't care. I don't know how many of you saw my video from the other day. Yes, I'm staying back. I'm back away from them. They're just getting gas. I don't think there's going to be an issue. But I don't know how many of you saw my video from a couple days ago from the Elkhart Police Department, but we watched a dozen of them violate traffic laws. When I pointed it out to some other ones, they said they don't care, they're not going to do anything about it, and then they threatened me because they claimed I was violating walking in the road or whatever when I was filming the blue line down the center of the road. So, I don't know. They seem to be hypocritical. I mean, they don't care about enforcing the rules and regulations on themselves or each other, but they're more than willing to make threats and talk crap to us about it. Especially me, because they know I'm filming them. So he's going to pull out. Let's see if he has anything to say. I think he's just going to drive away, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't want to have contact if I don't have to. I don't want to initiate contact with these guys because it's been a rough week. Hey, did you see that? He came to a stop and he used his turn signal. That is awesome. If you watch my other videos, whoops, step there. If you watch some of my other videos, they have an issue with stop signs and turn signals. Like I said, I filmed a dozen of them violating those regulations. And when I pointed it out, they just don't care. So, John, I was looking for that too. I'm sorry, John. What were you looking for? Tammy, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, I know, Tammy. I know what you're thinking, but there was just a robbery at the sub shop down there. I talked to some of the people. They didn't want to be on film. I talked to them about what we do. I gave them some of our information so they can check out our channels and stuff. I showed them the article about the police corruption in this area, and they were a little bit shocked. But they didn't want to be on film, so I respected that, and I did not film them. But I just wanted to walk around a little bit and see if they were actually driving around here looking for. Apparently there is a gentleman running around, an armed gentleman running around here with a gun. Well, yeah, of course he's running around with a gun if he's armed, right? But apparently there's an armed gentleman running around here that just robbed a sub shop, according to the people that work there. So I just wanted to walk around a little bit and see if the cops were actually out here looking for things and talking to people. We just saw one get gas and drive away. They saw me. They know. They all know who I am. They all know what I'm doing. My opinion, we need to get some more people in this area to start keeping an eye on them, because these guys are about the worst. They're about the worst I've seen. I mean, I've shown some articles on some articles from the South Bend Tribune, and there's a lot of bad cops in this area. There's a lot of bad cops in this area, and nobody's holding them accountable. They're just, I mean, they're getting slaps on the wrist, they're getting a finger shook at them, and they get to do whatever they want and stay on the payroll. And I just don't accept that anymore. I mean, they're doing everything they can to interrupt me, to interfere with me, to just disregard what I'm doing. If you look at my last video from the police department, I actually have an Elkhart police officer making comments in the comment section. So he's questioning my mental health. Well, yeah, okay. Valid argument. Maybe my mental health isn't so great because I'm out here on my own dealing with a bunch of armed thugs that feel that they're above the law. So, you know, that could be a valid argument, but it's cold out here, guys. Let me read the chat for just a second here. Yeah, I'm not invoking my Second Amendment right anymore because that's just going to get me killed around here. So I'm just invoking my First Amendment right at this point, and my right to question them and to find out why they don't obey the laws that they enforce on us and such. Let me read the chat for a second here. Right, exactly, Second Son. It's like and we know they've heard of it, but they just don't believe it applies to them. They don't think it applies to them. They don't think the laws apply to them. They think they can push people around. I mean, I wish I knew how to put mods in. I have an article about our Elkhart police officers. There is what is it? There's like out of 32 higher ranking officers, I think there's 130-ish total, but out of 32 higher ranking officers, there's like 17 or 20 something of them that have been charged, suspended, found for wrongdoing. I wish I could post that link so you guys can look at that article. Tammy has seen that article. I sent that to Tammy. She has seen it, and it's ridiculous. It's like, you know, they just don't care. Oh, and something I found out, something I just found out when I was talking to the guys at the sub shop that just got robbed, and this is kind of a trip, and this is why I'm guessing this was covered up for as long as it was, but apparently one of the officers involved in the beating of the handcuffed man was Mayor Tim Neese's relative. And that's just hearsay at this point. That's just what I was just recently told. But apparently one of the police officers involved in that beating of the handcuffed man was related to the mayor of our city. And that's what I'm guessing is why it took almost a year before they decided to file charges. Once the public started finding out, once the newspapers started posting the articles and showing the video, then they decided, we got to charge them. But, and again, please don't quote me on that, but that's just what I heard, and I want to check into that a little bit further. But what I was just told was that one of the officers involved in that beating was related to our mayor, Tim Neese, which, if that's true, that's messed up. Even, you know. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back here a second. Okay. I'm trying to read some of the chat this time, guys. Now that I'm not dealing with anybody directly and stuff, I'm trying to get better at reading the chat while I'm holding the camera and stuff. It's hard to do. For some reason, even when I put it on live chat and stuff, my phone does not want to scroll on its own. So I don't know what's up here, but thank you, Joshua Haynes. Give me the number. Let me see if I can go back and see what Joshua Haynes is talking about. I'm not seeing Joshua Haynes in here anywhere. Oh, there he is. No, that's John. I'm not seeing Joshua in here. Well, I'll look at the chat more and see if you guys have any questions that I can answer and stuff. after I shut this down and it posts. I may not leave this one up. I may go ahead and delete this one or something because there's really nothing happening. Those officers pulled in to the gas station, so I thought I'd stop and video them for a couple of minutes, see if they had anything to say. They were good little public servants and got their gas and went away. So and thank you, Second Son. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Wendy. John. Somebody named Joshua. I haven't seen Joshua, but Joshua, if you're here, thank you very much also. Looks like we're gonna be okay out here. Oh, what's that? A flashing light? Oh, that's just okay. I'm gonna walk around a little bit longer. Just do a little neighborhood watch. Make sure my civilians are safe, and these guys aren't causing any destruction. It's weird that the things they do when they're not being recorded are way different than what they do when they see a camera. When they see a camera, they seem to handle people a lot better, a lot differently than what they do when there isn't one. So if I get no content, I'm good with that. I'm good with getting no content. I'm good with no confrontation, no conflicts. All I want them to do is treat our people with respect, dignity, and honor our rights. And if I have to stand out here in the 10-degree weather, walk around and videotape them to make sure that happens, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. So I appreciate you all for joining me, and I will keep wandering around and looking around, and if I see anything or come across anything, I'll turn you back on. Again, respect, and I love you all. I would not be doing this without you guys. I could not do this without you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, there goes one. Okay, I'm going to leave it on for just a second then. I seriously doubt that there was no cars in front of him. He's not making a traffic stop. But we'll watch him for just a second. I don't think you guys can still... Well, yeah, you guys can still... Oh. Going through the light there. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's going towards my house. Let's see if anybody else comes along. But again, I appreciate all you guys. There's no way I could do this without you guys. I went through heck with these guys for months, getting harassed and pushed around and bullied. And then now that they know I'm doing this and there's a lot of people with me and watching, they've changed their attitudes just a little bit. They're still disrespectful. They still play their little games, but they're not getting as violent as they used to be. So that's a good thing. I don't think we're ever going to catch up with this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. If I come across anything, I'll turn it back on. Again, love you guys. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And everybody stay safe, stay warm, and have a good night. Goodbye.